I did see the toll that ministry took on my dad as a pastor, just on his physical health and his mental health. Like 2020-ish time is when I realized like the need for myself. I sat with so many people and they're suffering their pain, and I definitely carried a lot of those things home, and that was hard for me to separate it. I'm talking with my husband, I'm like, I just feel so heavy with everyone else's, struggles. I got to a point where I'm like, I can't do this anymore if I don't like do something else or get help or whatever it was. So
I remember sitting inside of a cabin with about 12 high school kids and just hearing their stories of fathers that may be incarcerated, loss of family members, just trauma, and I felt really inadequate to address those. And over time of just caring and just sitting in that with them, I experienced my own, I would call compassion fatigue. I felt helpless to serve them. I felt trapped by their needs, and I needed help even processing my own story, but also processing theirs with them.
The overall mission of Sanctuary is to provide counseling services, excellent mental health care for full-time ministry workers and their immediate family members.
All of our staff are trained clinical therapists or life guides who have coaching backgrounds, who have different kinds of training to provide care. What sets our staff apart and makes us unique is that everybody on our staff, from founders to interns, have been in ministry themselves for a number of years. They have been in the seats of the people that we're trying to help.
People in church ministry and nonprofit ministry are often givers. They face a lot of emotional stresses in their jobs, carrying the weight of the emotional stresses for the people they serve.
Ministry workers struggle just as much with anxiety, depression, addiction, marriage issues than everyone else.
Before the pandemic time, like 70% of the people working in ministry were happy with their calling. Post-pandemic, that number's down to about 50%, and about that same number say they're willing to think about changing their profession, and that would leave a huge gap in Memphis. So our role is to kind of fill that gap by ministering to those in ministry and to caring for those people who are caring for our city, to keep them healthy and keep them doing the work that they've been called to do.
I remember having a session, it was at home, and once it was over, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever experienced in my life. And it was just really freeing for me to be able to just say like everything that I was feeling and not have to worry about, is what I'm saying going to affect the ministry or whatever. Like I could just be completely open and honest.
I think it's really a gift to have Sanctuary that is pouring into people who are in ministry. And so when I think about our staff who have gone to Sanctuary, for them to go into someone and see someone who understands the challenges of working in vocational ministry, that is something you can't get in many other places. And I've seen that just be a safe place for our staff to engage with a counselor. It feels like they have someone that doesn't just get them and get our challenges, but can be an advocate for them.
We do good work, I think, and the work we do is needed here in Memphis, and we need help to do that. And so we need help meeting that need of raising $110 per session that we provide. We'd love to have that come in the way of monthly donors. We'd love to also have prayer partners that are willing to join us, and there's ways people can do that. If they go to our website at sanctuarycounselingcenter.com, there's a link for giving. It made it real easy. We have an online platform. It'll set everything up for you, and we'd love to have people join us through that.